Hi, I'm Michele Saumberfield, and my soul was Marilyn Monroe's during its last past life. I wanted to talk about something really briefly here. I am having some computer issues, so I don't think I can make a video for more than about 7 minutes again. Not sure what's going on, but I wanted to talk about something that I came across last night. I know I've kind of alluded to this sort of thing before, but I saw another posting on Facebook on a particular site where somebody was alleging that when Marilyn studied method acting, that it was damaging to her. Okay. First of all, this post I saw said basically that they felt that Marilyn's traumatic childhood was over-exaggerated. But then in the next breath, this posting went on to say that because method acting requires pulling from emotions and past events in your life and channeling that through your acting, that somehow was hurtful to Marilyn. Okay, what I want to say about that is that, first of all, Marilyn was an adult when she entered the actor's studio. And not only that, since Marilyn's death, a lot of people have gone on to say, well, Marilyn was highly intelligent, and Marilyn was so much smarter than people ever thought, and Marilyn was so well read, and Marilyn was so witty, and people didn't know the real Marilyn. She was just, very, very with it, and the word intelligent just keeps coming up, right? Too bad that didn't happen during my lifetime when I was Marilyn, right? It's kind of nice if things happen while you're still around. But anyway, what's very bizarre to me is that people say that Marilyn was so intelligent, but then you kind of got to give her credit for things, right? So if Marilyn was so intelligent and Marilyn was an adult, then if she entered the actor's studio in her 20s, that was her choice. And I think it's just really interesting that the particular post I saw online last night, it kind of makes it sound like she's just this victim of acting classes. Okay, so let me explain something. During my current lifetime, I went to college and I studied acting. And I can tell you that in acting classes, a student doesn't just walk right through the door, walk up to the front of the class, and just start spouting their lines. There's instruction and explanation from an instructor. They teach you techniques, they talk to you. So Marilyn knew what she was getting into before she took the stage, before she went to the front of the class, before she started to deploy the tricks of the trade that were being taught to her. Now, Marilyn wanted to be a force to be reckoned with. She wanted a variety of roles. She didn't want to be just considered for pretty roles. She wanted longevity in her career, which we all know we're aging, so you want to have skills so that, if your complexion's not so good or your hair goes gray, you still have skills that will carry you forward and people still take you seriously in your chosen career. Marilyn wanted to be seen as someone who was deep and meaningful and hardworking and skilled. The bottom line is integrity. And Marilyn, as a performer, wanted to actually entertain people. So during that lifetime, I do remember feeling very proud the day that I walked up to the actor's studio sign for the first time. But I can tell you that during my last past life, when I was Marilyn, I wanted to be seen as somebody who was more than just fluffy. I wanted to be seen as someone who actually cared about my performances, who had integrity. I cannot overuse that word. Integrity is very, very important. Now, something that, I've heard people say before is that the Strasbergs just used Marilyn to become more popular because being seen with Marilyn, being in newspapers or film footage with Marilyn gave them a lot of publicity. Now, I don't doubt that's true, but what I want to say is that goes both ways, because Marilyn herself was seen in a better light when people saw that she was really willing to work to become a better actress. So the Strasbergs helped her too. It wasn't just a one-way street. And I think the people who want to blame the Strasbergs for damaging me or Marilyn, or want to say that, Marilyn was just used, they have no business, that they don't know what they're talking about. It was a business relationship. It was a friendship. It was a love relationship of sorts. It was an ideal arrangement, really. You've got this starlet who's popular, who can lend her, shininess and glitz and glamour to this studio. But then you've got the studio that gives her more depth. It goes both ways. So anyway, I just want to say that I think that this particular website that likes to play Marilyn as this victim of everybody doesn't know what they're talking about. At some point, you have to take responsibility for your actions. And I know that when I was Marilyn, I was an adult, I was intelligent, I was thinking, and I was dedicated to my craft. And I chose to take acting at the Actors Studio with the Strasbergs and study method acting. I, as Michele, have seen a lot of different YouTube videos where Susan Strasberg was very gracious upon being asked many, many times in interviews about Marilyn Monroe. And, she has a special place in my heart. I'm fond of her. I'm so sorry she's not still here anymore. And I did dedicate my book, Marilyn, Not Just Another Girl, to Susan Strasberg. So I just want to say that posting I saw last night was totally out of line. End of story. Okay. Baby kitty. Where are you, baby kitty? Okay, cats be sleepy.